tour. Not a good combination.
No, especially after you like, because once you get done with both of those tours, you don't remember anything that you learned.
Thank you. and that's and that's what my husband and I were laughing about it. We said we got to go back to to see what we didn't see or remember because it was a good thing there was a driver.
Well, here's what you do. When you go back, you go do the brewery tour first, and then you go do the rum tour. So anything that you, because I mean, if you did the rum tour first last time, then it gradually got lost that way. But if you do the brewery first tour first this time, it goes the other way.
Oh no, we did the brewery first and then hit
Oh,
the rum.
oh, then you
Yeah,
do it the
and the
other
rum
way,
cake.
and the
It
rum
was
cake.
oh my and the rum cake.
Now, where
Oh
was
my
the rum tour?
goodness.
Was that Puerto Rico?
No, that was actually in the Caymans.
Okay.
Grand Cayman. Yep. And I'm trying to remember that one. I think we did an excursion off of the ship. So um, this last time, well, actually, this last time we went to Nassau, we found a gentleman that took us into the heart of Nassau, and we ended up going, I don't know where we ended up, but the best rum cakes that I have ever tasted. And it was this little bitty hole in the wall place. And now I'm kicking myself for not keeping the address because I'll never find it again. So that's what I love about these ports is just jumping around and getting in with the locals.
Yeah, and you
So
know that really is the best way to find like the good eats, the good drinks in the ports. And you never know, you might find
yes,
that place again if you just like look hard, little, just look hard enough. You might
I
find that place
doubt
again.
it. Doubt it.
You never know. So have you been over at any of the ports on the western side of the continental United States? Any ports over there like Alaska?
No, you caught me with that. That one we actually have a group scheduled for August of what is this year of 18. We're going to be doing that. Um, so that's what we're holding out for. I told you we've been busy over in the Caribbean, but we used to live on the West Coast. So I don't know if that counts. San Francisco and LA, and we drove all up and down that way.
Nice.
So we went from one coast to the other.
So we got another question that came in from Facebook.
Sure.
This is from Charisse Colley. She wants to know, did you visit Hell in the Grand Cayman? She says she loves the chocolate rum cake.
You know what? Hey, that sounds familiar. I must have. Because the rum cake, oh my gosh, you know what? I think so. Because that is where we did the tour. It was in the Grand Cayman. But I actually like the pina colada rum cake.
Oh,
My
anything
husband
pina
liked the
colada.
chocolate.
Oh,
Yes.
you tell me on
Yes.
anything pina colada. I remember one cruise I went on with Disney. I woke up in the morning, had a pina colada for breakfast. So anything. I
Oh,
know, horrible,
oh,
but
oh,
I was
oh.
21 at the time. Okay, I could do it. My liver was like fresh and
Yeah,
new to
yeah,
all that,
yeah.
so I could handle it at the time. I can't do that
We
anymore.
won't discuss age then. Not. I can't handle it.
Got another question coming in. This one came from Facebook. Ann Rudder wants to know who and how does the group OBC get onboard credit get? How does the onboard credit group get determined? The group onboard credit get determined? I am so like sorry, stumbling over my
The way
words. Please don't judge me.
okay. Well, okay. Kind of I'll answer it broadly because every
Okay.
cruise line is different. Okay, Carnival has their rules, Royal, all the way down the line, they're all different. In general, when someone books group space, there's amenity points that can be chosen. And most of the time, we choose the onboard credit. So that's actually for the group. Um, some cases, the travel agent can add extra onboard credit or extra amenities. And that comes from working with our business managers that we have at the different cruise lines. So in answer to your question, those onboard credits are amenities that are offered from the cruise line for booking a group. Does that kind of answer? Hopefully that answers your question.
I I think it kind of answers it.
Thanks.
It answers
Okay.
it. Well, I mean, I kind of understand. Like, I understand that. Anne, if you understand that, please let us know if you
Okay.
have any further question on that. I hope she'll let us know on that one.
Yeah.
Because that's actually I think that's yeah, that was a pretty good question. So
I mean, yeah, because if you're doing a group, like for instance with Carnival, you do 8 staterooms. You could forego onboard credit and you could do like a cocktail party. So there's just different limitations that you have to follow. So that's why I can't answer it directly. That's kind of why I'm being broad with that.
understandable.
Okay.
All right. Well, it makes perfect sense. To me, it makes perfect sense. But Anne, if you have any questions or further on that one, please let us know, and we'll try to get them in
Definitely.
before the segment ends. Until then, we have another question that came in from Melissa Colby. She wants to know what is the difference between Royal Caribbean and Carnival. She hears that they are very similar.
Um, Ooh, okay, you mean the cruise line itself or the groups? Or, I mean, I'm not sure.
If we can, can we hit both of those?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, wow. Royal Caribbean, I've, to me, I love both of them. I love Carnival and I love Royal Caribbean, and they have a lot of similarities, but they are also different in the respect that, um, and this is just opinions that I've heard from different people. Royal Caribbean, I've seen, read, heard, is for old fogies, and I'm like, but that's not right. Whereas with Carnival, I've heard, well, that's for the party. Those are the party ships. So it's kind of, in my opinion, I love them both. Royal Caribbean, yes, can be stuffy sometimes, but Carnival is the fun ship. So it's hard to compare them. Does that make hopefully that answers somebody's question.
That does make sense. Personally, I've been
It
on both Royal Caribbean and Carnival. And it's kind of I personally I see differences in both. But how do you, as a travel agent, guide people from one cruise line to the other if they
to
ask
the
you?
other.
Yeah,
It depends what they're looking for. A lot of the times, if they say pricing, which seems to be the biggest, that's everybody's deal, is it's the price. When you really break down, a lot of the Carnival ships are now pricing out at the same as Carnival or as Royal Caribbean or even Norwegian or um, MSC is coming onto the line strong. So it's what they're looking for, what they're wanting to do. Putting the price aside, then you have to find out what are your likes, what do you want to do. Like Royal Caribbean has the flow riders. They have um, the iFly. I'm trying to remember the name. Whereas Carnival has the water slides, and so it just kind of depends what they're looking for. And some of the ports of call, some ships go where others don't. And I mean, we've seen that most of these cruise lines now are all coming up with their own private islands. So it just kind of depends where those are too. It's a lot of fact-finding questions and talking to people and saying, hey, what is it that you want out of this trip? What's more important to you, the price or the adventure, the destination?
right on. All right, so Cherie's calling. I think she missed earlier, but she wants to know how long you had been a travel agent. If you want to address that one.
About 5 years.
About 5 years. Now,
Hmm.
this one from me though. Have you been with cruise planners the entire time?
Yes, I have. Fantastic group. I love these guys. Um, Very, very strong work ethics and family. So, yes, I really enjoy them. And we've got a lot of backing with us. So, it's great.
Very good. All right, so we've got time for maybe just like a couple more questions, but we're gonna wrap it up because it's getting kind of late in the evening. But I've been very much enjoying chatting with you, and
The Horizon, the Carnival Horizon cruise. Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
sure, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's going to be the cruise week sailing that we're going to do February 23rd of 19, and that's an 8-day. And the pricing, I've got the group space reserved. As of right now, I know we've put aside $75 in onboard credit for each room. And we've been working with you guys behind the scenes, kind of seeing what we're going to get set up. The one thing that I'm going to tell everybody is I know it seems like it's a year and a half away, but the ones that procrastinate, you guys are not you guys are going to lose out on the good rooms because the Horizon is selling out quickly and you're dancing in your chair.
I'm dancing.
Yes. So go ahead. What were you going to say?
I am, Debbie. I'm dancing. You know why I'm
dancing?
I know you are.
Why?
I'm dancing because I get to go on this one.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yes. Oh,
I do. I get to go on that cruise. I haven't gone on that cruise yet. I'm going on that one. Wait a minute.
Are you going to be in high heels running? Who was it that somebody said? Ooh, or was that a secret? Oh,
what?
Hi. Uh-oh, Charles.
I was not aware of this stipulation. Nobody told me about this.
It's racing.
Debbie, I believe you're referring to a video that Matt was in.
That's it. There we go. It's Matt. Sorry.
That flaming red hair. How did you confuse me with him?
Oh, heck, y'all need to race in high heels. Okay.
You know, maybe the ship will set that up as some kind of an entertainment thing.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. See, coming along with us, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, and my vacation and having to wear I wore high heels one time in my entire life, and that was for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I'll tell you what, it hurt to sit down in them. It did.
Oh, it did. Okay, anyway, so back to the Horizon.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, guys, space is filling up on that. So also the big thing is that for every person, actually every booking that books with us but it's got to go through me, is you're going to be entered for a $500 onboard credit for that sailing. So don't miss the boat with that. I can be reached through my email, my phone number. I think you guys even have a link on your website, don't you?
Yes, and we also have a link right below you in the video at the moment. Yes, at cruiseweektv.com, or I'm sorry, guys, cruiseweek.tv/group cruise. Go check that out. That's going to be our group cruise coming up in 2019 on the Carnival Horizon.
Yes.
So be sure to enter in that. We have another question. Then we have time for one more question. This one's coming in from Melissa Colby. She wants to know, what does it take to be a travel agent? Did it take any schooling, or what did you have to do that?
Oh my goodness. I will say, cruise planners, we go through a lot of training with cruise planners. I'm still working on getting I am part of CLIA. I'm working on getting my recognition, so to speak, with it. There's a lot of time. I'm still learning everything daily. Every cruise line, all the vendors, everybody offers classes that you can kind of brush up with. It's you never stop learning on this. It's fun though. It is fun. You got to enjoy talking to people though, and you got to enjoy traveling and researching, and it's fun.
Well, Debbie, I want to thank you so much for being on the show with us tonight. Before we wrap it up, if you want to remind our viewers one more time where they can find you for a good travel agent, yes. After one more time, We'll wrap it up.
I'm with Cruise Planners. Again, my name's Debbie, and my phone number is 321-338-2953, and I am at goodmemoriestravel.com. You can also get my email at debbiesmith@cruiseplanners.com.
Debbie, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I enjoyed talking to you, and I hope you stick around because I want to talk to you too after the show. So, all right. Awesome. Thank you so much. Guys, if you want to talk to Debbie about anything you found out on the show, she can be reached at goodmemoriestravel.com. We must also point out that Debbie is the sponsor of our show, and we thank her so much for that. Also, guys, this show and all the wonderful abilities that we have to bring in guests remotely wouldn't be possible at the level that we do it without vMix. vMix is the live production software that powers our live show and many, many other high-end productions, from church services to football games. More and more live productions are running on vMix. And what our producer Bird really liked when he was trying to improve our show was that they give you a full 60-day trial of everything. That way you can test it out risk-free before you buy for a full 2 months, and then they have systems starting from just $350 from there. And if you're going to do any sort of serious live streaming, you need vMix. Try it at vmix.com today. Nassau is the capital, it's the largest city, and it's the commercial center of the Bahamas. Located on New Providence Island, Nassau has an attractive harbor, a colorful blend of old world and colonial architecture, and a busy port. The tropical climate and natural beauty of the Bahamas have made Nassau a popular tourist destination. Nassau was formerly known as Charlestown, founded in 1670 by British noblemen who brought British settlers with them to New Providence. Due to frequent wars with the Spanish, the city was burned to the ground, eventually being rebuilt in 1695 and renamed Nassau. The name Nassau derives from the House of Nassau and ultimately from the town Nassau-Rheinland Palatinate in Germany. And over the next half-century, Nassau lacked a proper government, resulting in the town being overrun at one time with more than 1,000 pirates. This remained unchanged until after Governor Woodes Rogers was appointed. The American Revolutionary War caused Nassau to experience a boom in its economy and the occupation of Nassau by American colonists. Nassau also played a part in the American Civil War when it served as a port for blockade runners making their way from ports along the southern Atlantic coast for continued trade with the Confederacy. Nassau also benefited financially from prohibition in the United States in the 1920s and 1930s, and now, due to its close proximity to the United States, Nassau remains a highly popular vacation destination. The Atlantis Resort on nearby Paradise Islands accounts for more tourist arrivals to the city than any other hotel property. The mega resort employs over 6,000 Bahamians and is the largest employer outside the government. Nassau also has 6 sister cities worldwide, including Acapulco, Mexico, Detroit, Michigan, USA, and Shanghai, China. So next time you guys go to Nassau on your cruise, you can be proud to know of the city's history. So guys, we're going on our group cruise in 2019 on the Carnival Horizon, and this is being put on by our good friends like Debbie Smith over at Good Memories Travel, and we would love to get our community on there with us. It's going to be on February 23rd, 2019, and we hope to have our entire team on board, having a blast with you all, as well as enjoying one of Carnival's biggest and newest ships. The entry for the $500 drawing has also been extended, so you can be entered into you can be entered into that when you book. There's a webpage for the cruise, and that is cruiseweek.tv/group cruise. And let us know what you'd like to see on the group cruise, since we have never ever done one before. And I know I mentioned this previously, but please don't have Matt and I racing anywhere in high heels. Oh my goodness. By the way, you guys get to join, if it's been extended until December 31st, so go ahead and join myself, Matt, Bird, Shally, all with you guys on the ship. And guys, before we wrap up tonight's show, I want to take a quick moment to send out a big thank you to Cruising Cat from RC Periscopers Group for helping us out in the Periscope chat and keeping order over there. If you guys want to see a lot of live streams from people on ships, head over to RC Periscopers Group on Facebook for a list. And if you guys know someone who's going to enjoy watching this show as much as you do, be nice. Share this link to their Facebook wall so that way they can enjoy as well. Also, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because just doing that really helps our show, and it shows our sponsors that we have a good following, and it helps to support our show and keep our show alive each week. And with everything else, I guess that kind of wraps up tonight's show. Until next week, I'm Joe, and Matt will see you guys next week. Until then, stay fun, cruisers.